Do men love the idea of something new? Do men love the idea of something new? Here's the clip.
You can do different stuff with your woman. I think men loves the idea of something new.
New facts. I believe that.
Why can't you have something new in that person though? I don't think. First of all, let's just talk about
That
what
person
something
can't be
new
a new
comes with.
person. That's that
Something.
person.
This is the thing about it is, and this is what a man understands. Something new could come with a new headache. I
Right.
mean, a possibility of an STD, if we being honest. I mean, a
Facts. It's
possibility of an
Atlanta.
unwanted baby. You know what I mean?
And you
So,
speak
like,
you
once you tap into that side of your psyche, that wanting something new, I'd rather get it from you.
There you have it. I've heard that men like new things. Let's go ahead and talk about it. Let me get to some of the guys that's been quiet. Mindset mogul, Shan, Luis. Let me try to get some of you guys. Trigger might get you guys in there first. What are you guys' thoughts about that? Do men love the idea of something new?
Yeah, I'll
Y'all
jump in
there?
there. Yeah, so I think we all like the idea of something new. So men like the idea, yeah, 100%. I like the idea of something new, but just like the clip, right? I would prefer it to be the woman that I'm with, right? I prefer a new destination to travel to. I prefer new money. I prefer new experiences. I prefer new situations, and it doesn't have to be with a new woman because once again, like the clip was saying, new women could come with new headaches, new new surprises that might take a turn for the worse. So once again, yeah, I'm a fan of having something new. I think every day should be a new day and we should actually have great experiences, but I'm thinking more with that person that I'm currently with.
Okay. Go ahead, Luis. We're gonna tap into this. Do men love the idea of something new?
I agree. I mean, I think a lot of men do love the idea of something new, but I think also the blind spot in wanting something new is the unforeseen.
Guys, listen up. As you get older, the best way to continue to look young, exuberant, and vibrant is to continue to take care of your skin. That's why I'm excited to have Teej Hanley as a sponsor of today's video. You heard me talk about them before, and you're going to continue to hear me talk about them because I believe in their products and the positive impact that they have on every man's life. Teej Hanley makes taking care of your skin so easy. They provide you with all the products you need and nothing that you don't. Every box comes with an instruction card that tells you when to use each product, how much to use, and in what order. Lapeef family, I must admit, skincare wasn't always something I always focused on, but since I started using this system, I've seen improvements in the way my skin look and feels. And you don't have to take my word for it. They have over 5,000 five-star reviews on their website from satisfied customers from around the world. I recommend you start with the level 1 system, which comes with all the basics: a daily face wash, an exfoliating scrub, an AM moisturizer, and a PM moisturizer. In addition to amazing skin, members of Teej Hanley get tons of benefits, including at least 20% off retail price, the ability to customize your box, pause or cancel at any time, and free US shipping. And because Teej Hanley is sponsoring today's video, they're offering my viewers a great deal. Just click that first link in the description and you'll get 30% off your first box plus the free gift. Seriously, that's an amazing deal. Even though it's too early, as I often say, it's never too late. Click that link and get started today.
uh Consequences that come with it, and I think that the brother in the video did a really good illustration of that. Wanting something new in terms of a sexual experience might lead to a potential STD or kids or something worse. You know what I'm saying? Like, that couple could be set up, right? um I think there are a lot of like unforeseen things, and I think that a lot of people need to have that kind of conversation and have that confidence in their relationship before they try to go and explore something outside of their comfort zone. And at times, I think there's always one party who feels a lot more confident or is just much more riskier to try that something new. um but I kind of align a little bit with mindset. I think that there's a lot of new different experiences that you can experience with a couple, with your partner. And I think that that is just something that has to be talked about and explored each and every day, because if not, if left to your own devices, you're going to be trying to explore something new on your own. And when your significant other finds out what that is, that the cat's out the bag.
All right. Trigger Mike, what are your thoughts, sir? Do men love the idea of something new?
Absolutely, it's in our nature, obviously, but I'm 100% with Luis on this one. I think it's the grass is greener theory, and I'm trying to think. One of my favorite rap verses that really encompasses this. It was a Drake song, but it was Andre 3000 on it. He was like, niggas that are married don't want to go home, but we look up to them. They wish they were us. We want some new trim. They lust for some trust. Now the both of us are colorblind because the other side looks greener. So that's really all it is. The other side always looks greener. As you mature, especially in marriage, like if I could thank God for anything, it's my maturity to understand that it's not greener. Stop looking, bro. It's one hell of a facade, right? Because those consequences that you're going to have to deal with after the fact are always going to have you hanging your head in remorse, right? So definitely, I could definitely understand. I think that's one of the demons that men have to battle themselves. It's one of the hardest things. And maybe it was Mindset Mogul that said the virtuous things are the hardest. Like, in order to achieve that virtue, it's going to be taxing on you. It's going to be something you don't want to do. It's going to take some trials. It's going to be a hard thing. But no, for sure, we definitely want something new. But it's just discipline at the end of the day to make sure you don't go down that rabbit hole.
I want to add something to what Trigger Mike just said, about the grass being greener. The grass isn't greener on the other side. The grass is greener on the side in which you water it. The grass is greener on the side in which you nurture it. The grass is greener on the side in which you pay attention to. That's the side that is the greenest. Don't concern yourself with what other people are doing or not doing, because even when you're driving and you're looking to the car to the side of you that looks good, you miss the opportunity to identify what's in front of you before you crash.
So Dan, I got to piggyback off his piggyback. My bad. So this brings me to another Chris Rock quote from that Tambourine special when she said, "Dudes want something new. They cheat, and then their wife find out. Now she's new." And what he meant by that is she got a new attitude. She got a new way of treating you. She got a new way she approach you. She don't talk to you the way she used to no more. She don't look at you in the eyes. So that's those consequences we talking about that'll literally come back to bite you in the ass if you don't water your own grass.
All right. Go ahead, Bruiser. What are your thoughts about it? Do men love the idea of something new? I'm looking for something different. I mean, I know they introduced the keeping it within relationship, but I'm just wondering if they never said that, would you guys still have the same response?
Let me see. So I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna be the one to go out there and say no. I'm gonna say men are okay with what works. If it works and get the job done, we're okay with that. I had an uncle who held on to a 1997 Cadillac sedan DeVille. He had so many memories tied into it. He loved it. You know what I'm saying? He kept the engine running, fresh paint, new tires. And one day my aunt decided to sell the car. She bought him a 2012 Cadillac CTS, cash, and he was pissed. I think it's all about us finding something that complements us, something doesn't wear out. Something that we can hold on to. And a lot of times, there's one or two things that can happen. We can find something at a point where we're not at our potential, and we can either outgrow it, or we can just reach new milestones or something like that, and get exposed to new different things. Or the woman we have is not willing to grow with us. So, sort of like the Derek Jackson thing. I know a lot of people hate him. Yeah, he was wrong. Well, once you get to a level potential that you had no inkling or no idea of reaching, you get exposed to different things, and it becomes very difficult to make a decision on whether you want to move forward, actually get something new, or stay put. And that's just a decision that every man is going to have to it's going to be faced with whenever they're growing into their potential. You can't dodge it. It's just going to happen. You're going to grow if you're working towards something. So me personally, I found somebody that I can grow with and someone that's willing to maintain that same stride that I had moving forward. And I never looked for anything new. I appreciated what she had to offer and appreciated her growth. And we actually helped each other. So it worked out. And I will not give it up for nothing new. I don't care if it come with a younger years, lighter tone skin or whatever, a bigger butt, whatever. I'm good with what I got over here, brothers.
So, Bruiser, would it be fair to say that that new freshness or that new experience or that new whatever it is enhances, what and who you already are or what that relationship is already about, right?
No, I wouldn't say it enhances it. I would say it removes what you were and it brings something in new. So if you got a man cave and you got this fresh scent that you've been putting on for 10 years in that man cave, and your wife come in there and decide to change the scent that you got going on in there. Now you got to get used to that. I think a lot of these little things as a man become sentimental to you. And you hold on to that because you got memories. You know what I'm saying? You built up a relationship tied to it, and you don't want to remove. I still got an old record player in one of my rooms over here that one of my uncles gave to me.
What?
And it still plays. And my wife asked me, "Hey, you wanna get another stereo or something like that?" I was like, "No, hell no. I still got the records. No, what the hell am I gonna do with that?" So it's just about holding on to something sentimental, and it still works. If it still works, I don't want nothing new.
Okay. All right, Trill, what are your thoughts about it, sir? Do men love the idea of something new?
I think men like the idea of you giving us what you advertised. And I think a lot of women tend to slip. They tend to slack. And when you slip and you slack, then that man is going to tend to look outside of that relationship to get what it was that he signed up for. Now, is that right? No. Is that productive? No. But a lot of the motivation is that, if we're going to be real. I think let's just be honest here, like in the dating stage, right? Like everything is plentiful. The sex is plentiful. The consideration is plentiful. She coming by your crib, making up your bed, cooking, all type of shit. You get in a relationship and a lot of that stuff start dying down, right? But as a man, like your contribution can't die down, especially if you taking on like leadership roles as far as paying bills and different things like that. Like you can't just wake up one month and say, you know what, man, I don't feel like paying the bills this month. I'm gonna just chill, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm just let you figure it out. We don't really get that luxury. You see what I'm saying? Compared to the other way around, women can just say, you know what, man, I got a headache today. I don't feel like doing my duties. I know I'm supposed to cook today, but I don't feel like cooking. I mean, I know I promised you sex earlier in the week, but I don't feel like having it. And as a man, you got to just take that to the chin. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, all men want, man, is what you advertise. Is something new, enticing, sure. But that man has way high of a probability of turning that down if he getting what it is that you advertise on a consistent basis.
I like to piggyback on what Trill AC said. So that's absolutely true. Let's just look at your woman that you got today. You've probably been with her over 10, 15 years. And we know that the body deteriorates. She came in with a new ass. You probably wouldn't like that. But if she came in with a new ass that was just like the ass she had 20 years ago, just like it, you'd be fine with it. So it's all about originality. You get what I'm saying?
No,
and to his point,
you're saying, what the hell are you
getting what you advertise.
Right.
We don't want this.
Lapeef? Where it's at? Bruh.
I'm just saying, think about it. If any man in here right now got a woman right now he can had, and she came in with a new ass and it looked just like the old ass she had 10, 15 years, you would not have a problem with that.
An old new ass. Wait. Okay.
He's talking about a new old BBL. That's what he's saying.
No, I'm just talking about if it just was some kind of way that can be done, you would not have a problem with it.
It just got a fresh buff. That's all.
Originality, man. Originality.
But that wouldn't be original. Okay. I'm just confused. Look, y'all.
Hello, motherfucker.
Something new. It's about progression. As long as you and your wife is growing and doing something new together, that's the new thing. It's not always about poom poom or a piece of ass. We just want to continue living. We want to progress, right? We want to see other things. We want to discover. So when you are in a marriage, make sure you're still discovering and progressing, because when things start falling apart or you start, falling off, she gets lazy, you get lazy, well, then you're going to want something new because you're not progressing. So it's not a woman, it's progression. And most people get lazy at some point and they no longer progress. And that is when people start cheating, because there's no progression. Progression is about dopamine, is about growth, is about serotonin, it's about like all these things that's inside of us that makes us happy, that brings us joy. It's about something new. And the new thing is about something that is not in front of us. It's about progression.
So how many fellas on this panel right now can consistently do the same thing they've been doing every year, every Sunday, sitting in the same place with the same six-pack of beer on the couch with nobody bothering for the next 15, 20 years? How many do y'all want to progress from that?
If the house changes,
like half of American lives. You just
for real.
If the house changes, if it's a new house, and if the TV changes, you know what I'm saying?
I'm like Shannon. If I get a new house, then I got to go to Home Depot and keep building shit.
So the solution is something
now you gotta go read. Now you gotta go fix up a new man cave. Man, nobody want to do that, man.
If it's a new house, you ain't gotta fix nothing. If it's a bigger TV, if you
you don't get what I'm saying. You gotta put your imprint into the house, man. Every time you get into a house, you gotta go redesign a certain area that you gonna maintain in that house.
Yeah, but see,
that just identify you.
Bruce,
that is one of the joys. So, okay. All right, so your uncle didn't like the 2012 CTS, and he wanted that old Eldorado. I forget what Cadillac.
It was the Cadillac Sedan DeVille.
It was Sedan DeVille.
This was years ago.
The reason why he liked that is because if your uncle was really stuck in his heyday. That Cadillac represented the highlight of your uncle's life. Probably it's probably back in the 70s when he had his hair laid. He was getting all the hoes. He probably made the most money. He was the best looking. He was cruising the block, and everybody loved him. And he was the man in that Cadillac. And as he got older, those days started to dwindle away, and he wasn't necessarily the man anymore. And he became a family guy, and he had children. And he got older, and grays start kicking in. But he had that Cadillac to remind him of those wonderful times. And so when he got that new Cadillac, where your auntie was like, let's get rid of this old Cadillac, get a new one with some technology, it didn't represent anything for him anymore. But see, that's the problem with so many people. And that's why my man Trigger Mike said half of America, most people are boring. The idea of something new is inherent in everybody, women and women alike, but men especially, because society wouldn't move forward if we didn't. We wouldn't be on YouTube if we didn't. If we liked the idea of what we've always had, we would not have an iPhone 14. We'd all still have iPhone 1s. Mm-hmm. We wouldn't change cars. Well, why drive a Tesla? Why should I go out and grab a Tesla? For what? What's the purpose of the latest computer if the last one has been doing just fine? I mean, it sends emails. I can search the internet. No, we all want something new. We got the newest cameras. We got the newest equipment right now. We got the newest microphones.
The Jordans.
We want new stuff, and that's just across the board. So now, when it comes to relationships, well, Eddie Murphy said it before Chris Rock. He was the same old crackers. I think it was in Delirious stand-up comedy back in 1987 or something like that. Have you guys ever heard of Moore's Law? I know. Humble Dad knows what Moore's Law is, but Moore's Law is a theory, is a claim that all of our computers double in power every 2 years, right? So 20 years ago, I had a 9 gigabyte hard drive. I think I paid $800 for it. 9 gigabytes. It was the fastest and best hard drive you can get. Big old heavy clunky thing. Now you got 5 terabytes on it, on an SD card, on a little itty bitty chip. We get smarter. Well, the same thing with relationships. Men want new stuff. Now, do we want it with the same women? A lot of guys call their women the old ball and chain. I'm stuck here, right? I've made a commitment. I'm stuck here. But if you gave him the opportunity without any repercussions to go and get something young and fresh and new, I would imagine most men would go do that.